Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to walk through a complete step-by-step system to completely optimize your monthly budget. And the best part? We're going to do it without making any painful sacrifices. I'm your host, and we've got some incredibly actionable data lined up from Voya Financial, AAA, and Bankrate. If you've ever felt like your paycheck just mysteriously evaporates by the end of the month, trust me, you are absolutely not alone. But today we take back control. Okay, so here's the game plan. We've got a 4-part roadmap. First up, the subscription audit. Then, negotiating your cable bill. Third, diving into high-yield savings accounts. And finally, our top savings account picks. Basically, we're going from finding money hidden in plain sight to keeping it out of the cable company's hands and ultimately growing it safely. Let's get to it.
Starting right off with Section 1, the subscription audit, finding money hiding in plain sight.
So, do you actually know where your money is hiding? We're kicking things off by tackling those sneaky recurring charges. You know the ones. It's just so incredibly easy to overlook a premium app, a meal kit, or some random streaming service here and there. You sign up for a free trial, you totally forget about it, and bam, suddenly it's a permanent fixture on your credit card statement. And while they might seem tiny on their own, those individual charges spread like wildfire and really eat up a huge chunk of your budget. To put that into perspective, trimming just $50 a month in unused or underused subscriptions gives you a massive $600 back annually. Just think about that for a second. $600. That's cash that could be redirected toward beefing up an emergency fund, crushing some high-interest debt, or boosting your retirement savings. Now, Voya Financial recommends this brilliant 30-minute, 4-step audit process to hunt down every single one of those recurring charges. Step 1. Gather your statements. Go ahead and pull the last 2 months of credit cards, App Store histories, and even PayPal or Venmo. Step 2. Make a list and group everything by category, like streaming, fitness, or gaming. Step 3. Assess your usage. Really ask yourself, honestly, have I actually used this in the last 30 days? And Step 4. Refine those services. And that brings us to a really crucial point. As Voya suggests, the goal here is to refine instead of eliminating. This is absolutely not about giving up the things you love. It's just about being smart. Maybe you downgrade from that super premium 4K streaming tier to the basic one. Or maybe you rotate your services, turning one on for a month to binge that new show and pausing the others. Or, hey, jump on a family plan. You still get to keep exactly what brings you joy, you're just trimming the fat. Moving right along to Section 2, negotiating your cable bill. Keep more of your money. Okay, so now that we've found some extra cash in our apps, let's talk about stopping those unfair rate hikes from our internet and cable providers. I know exactly what you're thinking. Calling customer service sounds like actual modern torture. You're bracing yourself for that awful hold music and endless robotic menus. But get this. According to data from AA and Consumer Reports, an overwhelming 92% of people who simply ask for a better deal actually get one. 92%. The odds are hugely in your favor if you just pick up the phone. But to succeed, you definitely need to use this toolkit. First up, do your homework. Arm yourself with competitor pricing before you even dial. Then, when you do call, skip the standard customer service reps. Pick the automated option to cancel your service, or politely ask for the retention department, because they're the ones who actually have the power to negotiate. And here's the real secret weapon. Surprise them with a pleasantly persistent attitude. They deal with angry people all day long. Be the nice caller who just happens to know exactly what the competitor down the street is charging and ask for a price match. Check out these specific outcomes from the Consumer Reports survey. 46% of people snag a lower base rate, sometimes saving up to $50 a month. Another 44% score an extended promotional rate, and 33% get extra channels thrown in for free. Even if they absolutely refuse to lower your base rate, providers will often throw in those extra perks or even upgrade your equipment just to keep you happy. Just keep an eye out and make sure you weren't accidentally locking yourself into a restrictive long-term contract in the process. All right, Section 3, high-yield savings accounts. Make your new savings grow. So we've successfully freed all this monthly cash from our subscriptions and cable bills, right? Now we need to make sure that money actually works hard for us. You might be wondering, what exactly is a high-yield savings account, or HYSA? Well, essentially, it's just like your regular old savings account, but it's designed to actually help you outpace inflation. Your money is completely safe. It's insured by the FDIC for banks or the NCUA for credit unions, up to $250,000. Plus, it remains totally liquid. That means you can easily get your hands on it for an emergency or a big purchase without tying it up like you would in a CD. And guys, the contrast here is absolutely staggering. If you're leaving your money in a traditional brick and mortar big bank, you're likely earning the national average, which Bankrate notes is a measly 0.61% APY. Meanwhile, top high yield accounts are paying around 4.10%. That is roughly 7 times the national average. Literally, if you have any significant savings just sitting in a standard account, you are quite literally leaving free money on the table every single month. Which brings us to our final stop, Section 4, Top Savings Account Picks, the best places to park your cash. Let's get super practical here and look at exactly where you should put your newly found cash to capture those massive returns. Bankrate reviewed the entire market, and these 3 online banks really stand out: VioBank, Lending Club, and Bread Savings. And they aren't just winning because of their incredible 4% yields. They're winning because the barrier to entry is just so incredibly low. Lending Club requires exactly $0 to open an account. None. Vio and Bread Savings require just a $100 minimum deposit. You definitely don't need to be wealthy to start earning wealthy-level interest rates on your emergency fund. And the real beauty of these top editorial picks is that you aren't sacrificing safety or paying sneaky fees to get those high returns. They feature 0 monthly maintenance fees, because really, what's the point of earning high interest if the bank just takes it right back in fees? They're fully federally insured, and you can open them entirely online from your couch in just a matter of minutes. It's pretty much the ultimate low-effort, high-reward financial move. So think about what we've done today. We've audited the apps, we've negotiated with the cable company, and we found the perfect high-yield account to park the difference. You now have the exact playbook to find your money, keep it, and grow it safely. But I want to leave you with this thought. If a 30-minute audit and just one phone call can net you thousands of dollars over the next decade through compounding interest, what other money is sitting right under your nose, just waiting to be claimed? The tools are in your hands now. So what's your first move going to be?